Hi, John. Thanks for meeting with me. Today, we're going to discuss the results of the 4 Beck assessments you took in our last session. They include the Beck Depression Inventory, the Beck Anxiety Inventory, the Beck Scale for Suicidal Ideation, and the Beck Hopelessness Scale. Starting with the Beck Anxiety Inventory, it was used to measure levels of both physical and cognitive anxiety. On this assessment, minimum anxiety was assessed as scores between 0 and 7, mild between 8 and 15, moderate between 16 and 25, and severe anxiety with a score of 26 or more. On this assessment, you scored 18, which puts you in the moderate range. You endorsed being unable to relax, fear of losing control, and having trouble breathing, as well as feeling hot and shaky. Next, the Beck Hopelessness Scale examines your thoughts and beliefs about your future. It focused on 3 different areas of hopelessness: feelings about the future, loss of motivation, and expectations. Scoring on this ranged from 0 to 20, where scores of 0 to 3 meant no or minimal hopelessness. 4 to 8 equaled mild hopelessness, 9 to 14 was moderate, and 15 to 20 indicated severe hopelessness. You scored 13, which is in the upper moderate range of hopelessness. You acknowledged statements such as your future looked dark, you can't seem to get any breaks, and you don't see any in the future, and that you can see nothing but unpleasantness ahead rather than pleasantness. Next, the Depression Inventory measures your levels of depression. A score of 29 or above identifies severe levels of depression, and your score was 32. You acknowledge things like feeling guilty all the time, feeling sad all the time, getting very little pleasure from the things that you used to, but most notably, you stated that you would kill yourself if you had the chance. The scores on these 3 assessments show clear signs of emotional distress. In particular, the endorsement of suicidal thoughts is concerning and of immediate importance to us. However, on the Beck scale for suicidal ideation, which measures the presence of and severity of suicidal thoughts specifically, you answered with statements such as you have no desire to kill yourself, and you would try to save yourself if you found yourself in a life-threatening situation. These statements obviously contradict the endorsement you made on the Depression Inventory. There could be a few reasons for the differences. You might have been confused by the question or the directions or read them wrong. This is something I want to explore in more depth. Because the first 5 questions on this assessment were meant to identify the presence of suicidal thoughts, your answers did not qualify, and questions 6 through 19 pertaining to the severity of thoughts were bypassed. However, since you did endorse these thoughts on the other assessment, we might want to revisit these items. I know this can all be very overwhelming. I want you to know that these results are not official diagnoses. We will need to talk more and look at some other information before diagnoses can be made. These just help us identify the things that we might need to take a closer look at. Right now, I want to focus on the acknowledgement that you would kill yourself if you had the chance. Our biggest priority is to keep you safe. This statement, combined with other high scores for depression, anxiety, and hopelessness, is a signal of danger for us, and one we need to take seriously. It's important that today we talk and make a plan for how to keep you safe until we can work through some of these distressing feelings. Before we move on, I would like to hear your thoughts on these results and how you would like to proceed.